Hey, welcome to the Team Babe podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm Babe.
And I'm Robin, and I'm Babe.
And it's just amazing how I still remember how to do that.
I know, isn't that funny?
Since it's been months and months, you know?
It's like riding a bike.
It is. It's like riding a bike. It's like swimming in a swimming pool. It's like playing chess. It's like watching movies.
It's like you remember the rules of the game.
It's like, yeah, this is your life, man.
Yeah, but
maybe one of these days you should just decide to start living it instead of planning for what's going to happen tomorrow.
Good point.
Yeah.
You mean like live in the now?
Living in the now. Yeah, that's what this podcast is all about. In fact, we've been kind of thinking about rebranding Living in the Now podcast.
But we're not even living in the same place as we were since the last episode.
Oh my goodness.
Like we truly are like in a new place.
So many things have happened.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
Do you want to give us like the rundown? Is
Well,
that
let's
doable?
see.
Because I don't know. To me, it feels like we've been here forever.
Well, since episode 81, or no, 80, yeah, since 81, right?
Yeah, 81.
This is 82. Okay, this is a new season, by the way. Welcome.
My note says 81.
Welcome to the new season, by the way. Welcome, babe.
Oh, thank you. So kind of you to welcome me into this new season of our lives.
Yeah, it's a new season.
This new season of our podcast, this new season of our lives, this new season of whiny baby cats.
Yeah.
Who are... I don't even fucking know, man. So many things have happened.
So, believe it or not, I know you can't see because all you can see is our bookshelf, but we are no longer in Northern California.
Yeah, man, we're coming to you live from the, well, it's weird because we are still like in North County. It's like no matter where we go, we had to go to the northern like part of it.
The northernmost part of the most southern part of California.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we did it, man.
Yeah, we moved away from our hometown. Can you believe it? And here we are in San Diego, sort of.
If you're listening to this, you probably already know we did it.
Yeah.
Or if you're watching, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, to those of you who may be listening to this in the year of our Lord, holy shit, like lights are turning off. What the fuck is going on here? We moved into a haunted... Okay, I'm going to cut to the chase. I'm going to cut the bullshit. We moved into a haunted mansion haunted by ghost cats in Cardiff by the Sea, California. Can we say that?
Historic town.
Can we say that?
We can say that.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, which is adjacent to, very close to, San Diego.
Yes.
Which was our target location.
Yeah. And we didn't even know that we wanted to live here until we got here.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh, we can live here? Okay. Let's do it.
Apparently we can live here because we've been living here for like months.
Yeah. Yeah. For like 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like a succession of months.
Yeah. That was like the whole summer, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting into fall.
So...
I mean, we've already lived a whole season in this place.
Yeah, it's the leaves are falling.
Except...
Autumn is turning, except leaves don't fall and autumn doesn't turn here. It goes from like, oh, it was like sort of hot and we declared like a state of emergency because it was so hot, but like 25 degrees cooler than where
what
we came
we're used
from,
to. Yeah.
where we're used to in summer, to just like, oh, this is okay. Now have the perfect temperature for the rest of the year. I assume.
I hope so. Yes.
I don't know. I've looked at Wikipedia.
Is that what it says?
I don't remember. But yeah, something like that.
Well, let's just say that it is almost fall and the palm fronds are falling. How about that?
Yes.
And the cool breeze.
Although they do fall year round.
But the cool breeze is blowing. Babe, we finally made it to the cool breeze.
Yeah. It's blowing right in our faces, saying, "Can you?"
Oh my gosh.
So
So
cool.
we had quite the interesting journey here.
Hold on just a sec though. I think just the fact that we've moved deserves like maybe some sort of cheers, some sort of celebration of sorts.
Absolutely.
We've
Cheers.
never done this before. I don't know what this liquid is. I don't know what it tastes like. Wow. It tastes like sparkling wine.
Refreshing.
I like how I can hear like your nose like drawing in air across the like you're like making, you know how you blow on a beer bottle to like make it? You're like
Oh, well, you know,
you're like doing it.
I've been told that I have 50-mile-an-hour nose winds.
By whom? By who? By whom? I don't know. I don't know my grammar in this situation.
By my good friend Sarah.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's true.
Yeah. Well, let us know. Call the 800 line.
I'm still waiting for you to set that up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, before we got to the celebratory moment, there was like a lot of things that we had to do. You know, like pack up our whole house and our like whole lives and everything, and drive all the way to San Diego in one day.
Yeah. So first we had to like kind of like, here's what we had to do. We had to podcast for like a long time. We did like an episode every week for like fucking year, like over more than a year.
I love these stories you tell. They're so good.
And then we're like, hey, let's do that less often, less frequently,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So we started doing that. Great. Wonderful. That's how to do it right there. It's just like not do it consistently.
Uh-huh.
Then we're like, hey, we're going to move now. So
Right.
do it even more less consistently.
Yeah.
And then, so that's where we're at. And then we're here.
Yeah.
We're here. We're queer. We're not. But we support all of our queer, listeners.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
I think I would say it goes without saying, but I think it does bear repeating.
Okay.
And then, Whoa.
But you skipped over the part where we moved.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. So then we're like, oh, we have to figure out how to do this thing that I guess we've never done, essentially.
Oh, we've moved.
We've moved, but we haven't moved like, done such a radical move.
But I would say that the craziest part of the actual move was when everything inside the truck was like no gravity. And, I had an anti-gravity moment because you went over a series of bumps and, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some people pay, thousands upon thousands of dollars to get one of those parabolic flights.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so they get like that zero G 30 seconds where it's like, ooh, I'm in an OK Go video. Jesus Christ, shut up. Hey. Cut it out.
I don't know if you all can hear these cats, but
these cats decided that, God, we have so much stuff to catch up on. I shouldn't get onto such long and horrendous digressions, but like, we got cats. It's been fucking crazy. Where was I? Oh yeah, everything levitated off the thing. So when you take it like a 27-foot truck, that's like whatever, like a long unibody truck or whatever, you fill it full of shit, all your shit that you got, and it's heavy. Then you drive it through Los Angeles, where they pour the concrete. Like, oh hey, I'll make some of it like here, and then I'll make some of it here. Blah blah blah. They're like, I don't even know what they're thinking, but. Yeah, anyway, what that does is it makes
waves.
It makes levitation happen. Makes it possible. But even in spite of all that, we arrived here safe and sound and in one piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
My body is still ruined from it.
Yeah, cherry. My body is also still ruined from it. My shoulder will never be the same. But my favorite part of that day of moving was when we got here and we were like, okay, let's go to bed. We're so tired and we just want to like blow up the air mattress and get some sleep. And I was like, oh, can't wait. It's been such a long day. And then we realized that all of our blankets and all of our pillows were in the truck. and the truck was not parked close to the house.
Yeah.
It was parked like about half a mile from the house. And so not only did I have to go to the truck in the dark, half a mile away, but when I opened the truck, I realized that we threw the blankets and the pillows in at the last minute. And so it sailed over like several, tiers of boxes, and not just boxes, but like random things like anvils and, like vices and brooms and a cactus as well. So I was like, well, here I am. I'm going to get these blankets come hell or high water.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like a series of acrobatic flips, in the air, sort of like Ocean's 13, and managed to crawl up above the mass of stuff and get the blankets. And then when I got the blankets, my keys fell out of my pocket and into a basket of plants. And I was like,
well, that's easy. Plants
oh.
are like soft and
Well, I was
forgiving.
like,
You could just reach right in there.
So I reached right in there in the dark,
Yeah.
and I grabbed the cactus while I grabbed the keys.
The one plant.
Yep. It was like the cactus was this big.
Uh-huh.
All of its spines went into my hand.
And that's why it died. You killed a cactus from losing all spines in your hand.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I don't think you really did, but that'd be funny. That's
I
funny.
got the keys.
Good.
And I got the blankets.
And we went to sleep.
And I shut the truck. And I was so mad. I thought I was never going to get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, when you came back, I thought maybe I'd be receiving divorce papers the next day. No, I never
You thought
that.
maybe something had gone awry while I was out there?
Well, just based on the time.
Yeah, I was out there for like 45 minutes. Yeah. It was joyous. But after that, I have to say, I mean, really, we don't have anything to complain about. It was all good. But, it was just like a movie. Like, I got to write that down.
Oh, did you want to take a break? And write it down?
No. I mean, at some point, we got to write that down.
We have a lot of things to write down.
We sure do. I mean, we have ideas just pouring out on all sides.
I tell you what, just change up everything about your life and just wait for that mailbox money to just roll in. I mean, you do have to conceive of and think and create and sell shit.
You do.
But
you do.
Yeah. Well, I guess you do.
I did, and I do.
It'll all be so worth it.
100%. Yes. So.
But I mean, we are overjoyed.
Absolutely.
That this has happened.
Absolutely.
Of course, there are, little issues along the way here and there, little things that happen that stick in your craw.
Oh yeah.
And then little self-imposed things like, hey, you remember how we were gonna get cats?
Oh yeah, the cats.
When we moved. Let's get those.
We got them.
And then you're like, oh yeah, they're gonna destroy all my shit and make it so I can't open the screen door, and they're gonna spread sand all over the floor.
Well,
I'm gonna walk in.
Let's introduce the cats, shall we?
Okay. Are you gonna bring them out?
No, they're preoccupied trying to kill each other.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just to get y'all up to speed, we adopted some brother cats, some rescue cats who came from way out in the desert.
Victorville, I believe.
Found themselves in beautiful La Jolla, California.
Wow.
And
it's a Cinderella story if I've ever heard
one.
one.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And no one adopted them for 4 months for some reason.
Yeah.
And they just sat there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came along and we were like, hey,
yeah,
these guys look like some good cats,
Looks like a couple of good guys here, and you know what? They really are.
They are.
But
so
just owning animals is like a pain in the ass, right?
Absolutely. So we adopted them the day before Charlie's birthday.
Jesus.
The day of the San Diego Gay Pride Parade.
Yeah.
And they are, even though they're from the desert, they're actually French.
Yes. The French desert.
They're from the
Which
high
is like
French desert.
Mozambique or something. I don't even know if there's desert there, but Algeria.
There you go.
There you go.
And
Couple of Algerian cats.
they are wearing their tuxedos all the time. They're always ready for a party.
Yeah.
You know,
Red carpet ready.
red carpet ready. Yep.
At all times.
And we went back and forth about their names. We had a lot of ideas, but we knew they had to be, you know, French or French Canadian.
They were
at
French,
least.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
And so we have Francois and Guy,
And
or
Guy.
Guy, if you please.
Yeah. And I believe you do.
If you
Because
parlay
were to meet-
français.
if you parlez-vous, that's like wrong, right? Mm-hmm. That is wrong.
It is wrong.
I don't speak.
You don't speak
I
the
don't
language?
speak. It's
babe?
weird. I do a
I thought
podcast and I don't.
I thought you were like a French
You
Canadian
thought I was
from
fluent?
way back.
Well, my lounge bass player nickname is Guy.
Oh, wow.
Guy Bidet
Oh,
was what
nice.
Mr. Slam Bucker used to call
Ah, I gotcha.
me when we were doing lounge gigs. But yeah, I guess I didn't think about that until later, after we named these idiots. But yeah, Francois and Guy, the brothers from the same mother, who are destructive like no other.
They're a tag team of whirling dervish destruction.
No, there are other cats that have been much more destructive that I've heard about and stuff, and even owned, I think.
They're just still kittens.
Yeah,
they're little teenagers.
Little baby boys, but they are big. They're pretty big.
They're getting big.
They would be like a small, like adult cat size. So it's like I think
they're about like 16 right now. You know, that's what I'd say.
They're learning to drive.
Yeah.
Tims's, the driving cat, is giving them like, you know, driving lessons at high school and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty soon they'll get a job.
Yeah.
Start raking in some dough.
Yes. Oh man.
Wouldn't that be nice? Right now, all they rake up is kitty litter.
Any day now. If you guys could start raking in some dough, that would be great.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite thing so far about being here in beautiful Cardiff by the Sea?
Well, I would say that's an easy question to answer. That's being here in Cardiff by the Sea, so close to the ocean and going to the ocean a lot.
Yeah.
The ocean, the sea, the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
The Northern Pacific.
Yeah.
This, that, the other thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's great. I mean, I've been just, like, loving that.
Yeah.
It's killer. It sounds stupid, like a cliche, but, like, we just love the beach. We love getting in the water.
Yeah, and the water's warm right now, so it's been really nice to swim in. And I even swam with some sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, they were leopard sharks.
Yeah, that's
which are harmless.
They've never killed anybody or bitten anybody.
That's my favorite kind of shark. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see them. They weren't scary. They were kind of looked like catfish in a way, you know, but they were about 5 feet long. Mm-hmm. And we also saw some skates and some other kind of small fish that were swimming with them. Mm-hmm. And so I am terrified of sharks. And I'm also kind of terrified of swimming in the ocean. So I feel like I'm making progress.
You're making good progress, yeah. Like, I mean, you came out with me on the bodyboards. Like,
I did. Yeah.
Pretty far, like out at the at Cardiff Reef, which has kind of become like our like go-to spot.
Yeah.
For like just, you know,
hanging out, man.
Wet, man. Bro, I gotta get wet. You know, so that's our spot to get wet as a family.
Uh-huh.
Not doing PCP.
Yeah, let's clarify.
Yeah. Not yeah, I mean, it's family, so it's not like sexual in some way.
Yeah, it's really necessary to clarify.
Yeah, let's clarify this. But yeah, just getting in the ocean, the water, getting wet. Yeah, and so, I mean, that's really impressive to me. I mean, you swam in Hawaii. We talked about that on the podcast.
I did. That helped. a lot.
Yeah. Well, what really helps is like when you put on goggles and you look around down there and you're like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, yeah. And the thing that's crazy about San Diego is that there seems to be so much life in the water.
Yeah.
And my old scientist brain is very fascinated by that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as abundant and like prolific as Hawaii, which is just insane.
Yeah.
But like, you're always seeing stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like you think, oh, I'm just in the shallow water. There are probably no fish here. No, you're like surrounded by fish all the time, and snails and skates and all kinds of strange stuff. So
skates, great whites, stingrays, giant grouper.
That's why I can't get out past where I can't touch. So
yeah, because
that's just me.
They never come into the shallows.
Nope, they never do. They don't like it.
No, they don't do that. But I mean, it's kind of like, okay, have you ever gone for a hike?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, there's like the possibility that you would have seen a bear that like,
oh yeah,
didn't like the cut of your jib.
Oh,
or
you
something
have.
Like that.
You've seen some bears that don't like the cut of your jib.
I've seen bears.
Yeah.
I am a bear.
That's true.
I've seen myself in the mirror.
You just saw, your reflection.
And so maybe that's why it didn't really scare me.
In the woods. You were like, oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Well, I think actually it'd be way freakier to see your own reflection in the woods than it would be to see a bear. as I think about that.
Out there?
No, like you see Phantom You from the future or something running around out there.
Holy shit.
That would be freaky, right?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty freaky, baby.
That's pretty freaky. But so in this little sleepy hamlet, what are your favorite haunts?
Well, certainly one of my favorites, as I think we've discussed on the podcast before, I do have a penchant for going to the grocery store.
Oh, you do.
One of my favorite places to go. I strangely get like sort of aroused sometimes when I go to the store. It's really weird. I don't know. I just really like Parmesan cheese, I guess.
I find going to the store some sort of a punishment. We live in opposite worlds.
I do too. I'm just a freak. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, going to the store.
Yeah, well, what
is my thing?
What's the store? What's a hot spot?
One particular store has captured my imagination. Cardiff, that being Cardiff Seaside Market. Seaside Market.
That's
Cardiff.
That's a pretty sweet name for a grocery store, I have to say.
It's very close to the ocean.
Yeah, it's literally like
the sea.
You could throw a rock and you could hit the ocean probably.
If you had a good arm, you could throw a rock and probably hit a car on Highway 101. But then there would only be one more such throw to get to the sea.
Let me just clarify this grocery store. So, when one day when we were in there, they were giving away free samples of vodka. Like, what grocery store does that? Like, what?
Ones where it's way too expensive.
Yeah. And rich people shop there. They want to get them drunk, so they spend more money.
I mean, we just get a few choice things there.
Yeah, we're not at the, I do all my shopping at the Cardiff Seaside Market.
No.
Not yet.
No, you'll never know when we are. We'll have a different backdrop.
I was just going to say, our backdrop will be different, I think. And maybe we'll have air conditioning.
Yeah, it was getting a little hot there for a sec.
Oh, it was getting, I about lost my mind. I had a moment. Did
you have a Mohinder moment,
no,
though?
I had the opposite of a Mohinder.
You still haven't had a Mohinder moment?
Oh, I've had it, but not that day. Not the day I bought 3 air conditioners. I lost my goddamn mind.
Yeah. So Cardiff Market, Seaside Market. That's
your spot.
Top spot if you're there. I mean, people are going to tell you about, if you come to Cardiff, if you come to Encinitas and you start talking grocery stores, people are going to mention Seaside Market. So do yourself a favor, beat them to the punch. Know about this.
Yeah.
Know that they're going to tell you to get the Cardiff Crack.
Oh, that's true.
Tri-tip, which they also serve at, what's the name of the stadium?
Oh, they serve at the Padres.
Place.
Mm-hmm.
Padres Place,
Petco.
I think they call it.
Petco Park.
Arena Park.
Mm-hmm.
world famous Cardiff crack, which is actually the burgundy pepper marinated
Oh, wow. You even know all the specific
tri-tip.
details, huh?
Or whatever. So yeah, you can drop some knowledge when people start, cutting it up with you or whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, man, I got a cool cat I know who lives up there. I listen to his podcast and
Yeah, man. We're the coolest cats in Cardiff, don't
cool
you know?
cats and kittens all know to get that Cardiff crack.
I do feel like we've figured out a lot of stuff though. And the funny thing is that, I feel like every time we leave the house to do something, whether that's go to yoga, which you started going to yoga profusely, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's very different from what you were doing before.
Mm.
You kind of have adopted, the Southern California, vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it's adopted me.
Yeah. And so when we leave the house to go to the store, go to yoga, whatever it is, I'm still whoa, I live here? What?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Right.
My partner, my love, my world, my everything, my boo drives 67 miles per hour on the freeway.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. We discovered this new chill driving technique.
I tell you what, guys. Try to get as much money as you can without being a dick, and then move to San Diego.
Yeah, I mean,
well, don't do that. It's bad. It sucks here.
Yeah, it's just terrible. You guys don't do it.
But maybe try it. Do an Airbnb or something like that. See what you think. Yeah.
It might change your life.
Yeah, changed mine.
Yeah. Yeah, and so our little tiny baby, he turned 16 since we've been here. Can you believe it?
Oh. Thing 2, turned 16.
Yep.
Sweet 16.
Yep.
Driving the car.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, Charlie's a Southern California kid now too, right?
I know. He already went to surf camp.
Went to surf camp.
Yep. Riding his longboard.
Essentially living the dream. So we'll see what rebellion is sparked from this or whatever. But I want to live in Kansas City or something,
Well, he's already told me that he's going to buy property here.
Oh, okay.
Even if he's going to live in Portland.
Oh.
He's going to have, property.
It's good to have property. I hear that's a good investment in general.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I hear.
Real estate.
Can't go wrong.
Topping off my
Topping off your champagne with some cider?
Yeah.
Oh, don't you know the rules?
Yeah, the rules
cider
are,
before beer, you're a beer engineer, and
the rules
champagne
are,
before
man.
cider, you're a little spider.
Whoa. Yeah. Not like that big spider we saw yesterday.
No.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so full adoption of Southern California life, man. I go to yoga, and when I drive home, I drive along Highway 101, and I look out at the ocean, and sometimes I have to stop and just get in there.
Yeah, sometimes he has to jump out of the car and get in the ocean.
Get in that water, strip down to my underwear, and just get in there. Get in.
The other thing that we're doing that is very Southern California is that I'm going to art school.
Oh, yeah.
At San Diego State.
I have an art school girlfriend.
Finally, again. Part 2.
Well, that's about time. Are you going to get obsessed with this weird shade of purple?
I don't think so. I think I did that already, and I don't have time to get obsessed with it now.
Don't have time for that while you're working full-time and attending art school full-time and
homeschooling and
full-time.
It's just, tending to things.
Yeah, man, you might want to think about getting a second job.
You mean the one I already have, my own business?
Oh. Whoops.
A third job. No, that's this.
Yeah.
A fourth job.
Yeah.
No, but it's actually really, it's been good to go back to school, I have to say.
Oh,
So
yeah,
far,
it's
so
been
good.
great.
I mean, it's time consuming. It's expensive. Let's not like beat around the bush. But I don't know. I missed it, and so it's kind of nice to be back and to be, just following along with someone else's assignments instead of me teaching.
Your own assignments? Like,
Me teaching myself something or teaching other people something. Basically, I don't have to be in charge when I go there. I'm just like, okay,
yeah.
tell me what to do. You're the teacher. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun to be back on that again. It's like a brain break,
I bet.
in a way.
Especially since your classes haven't been like too hard yet.
They're not.
Right?
I purposefully picked very easy classes for the first semester because, I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
So what did we say about this whole thing on our last episode? Do you even remember?
I don't know. I don't even know
It's
if we
been
talked
so
about
long. I mean, we talked about the fact that we're moving, that
Okay.
we had decided we're moving, I think.
it. Maybe.
But I don't remember for sure, so that's kind of interesting.
I mean, a lot's happened since the last
jarring.
episode, like for sure. Like just too much time passed.
Months and months and months.
Yeah.
I guess we were kind of busy, and I guess we were not that committed. And
Well-
I guess I'm not prepared to say we're going to change any of that. But hey, man, like, dude, this is like our new life.
I know,
so
right?
Who knows what could happen?
Plus, we're getting into spooky season, and you know how much we like spooky stuff. So, I mean, there's all that to talk about,
Yeah,
too.
show me a blacklight skeleton and, a witch's cauldron.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a dead man's party for sure.
But we're still like, gonna bring you like the tidbits and the tips and the tricks and the new news that you are so interested in, like our song of the week bit.
Oh, yeah. Is it time?
Do you remember the song of the week bit?
I do.
Okay.
But I have to look down to remember what it's called.
Well, we picked the song.
No, I remember what it's called.
We picked this song, it relates to, I feel like, us making this change. And I don't know, there's just some lyrics in there that like kind of speak to me,
Yeah, I don't even remember where I heard this one
Yeah.
at first. But like, I think I was going down this like rabbit hole of like looking at new stuff that had come out on Apple Music or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the lady's name, but it's like high highs and low lows.
Mm-hmm. And we
Low
have
low is
Yeah.
why.
we've had a lot of high highs and low lows. I think in the course of trying to do this and then also doing this, I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, I would say like, I guess there've been some lows, but it seems like they've been fewer and farther between than the highs is my perception, but that could just be like, my rose-colored Encinitas goggles.
The
speaking.
newness of now.
The beer goggles of Encinitas.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And that is happening actually.
So maybe a year from now, like I'll be doing a podcast and I'll be all raging out, man. Breaking the table and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's like,
no way.
whoa.
No way. I'll throw you right back into the sea if you act like that.
I would deserve it, and I'd be like, "Thank you. This is where I want to be."
Yeah. But I feel like we have a lot more, like in regard to music. I mean, this song just kind of comes from, like our playlists. But I do feel like I want to find out what other bands like are here in San Diego, and like go see all the shows and like all that stuff. Like we're just kind of getting into that because we realized that we went from like, well, there's not a lot to do, but that's okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we come here and we're like, there's so much to do, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, it's
You could really suffer from FOMO down here.
it's a completely
You know?
different problem. You just have to be so selective. Like, oh, this is
Yeah, you
the
have to pick
thing.
and choose because
I'm gonna do this and this
Yeah.
on the weekend, and I have this crazy. I don't even know. I have like 3 days off in a row every weekend, basically.
look at you.
Which is nuts. But it's still like, oh, 2 things. That's
That's the limit, man.
the limit.
Yeah, I mean, I
At
think
least as far as like planned like activities.
a little bit
or
of
whatever.
introverts, you know.
Oh,
I don't know if you
yeah.
know this about us, but a little bit introverted. We kind of like, you know, have to recuperate from social activities. Like, have a week of laying down and whatnot, you know, after any activities. But I mean, since we've been here, we've gone to a baseball game. We rode the train.
Yeah. To the baseball game.
To the baseball game. That was a whole. We'll tell that story some other time.
Yes.
We also, you know, there's all the going to the beach. Today we went to a surf competition.
Yeah.
I mean, the farmers market. I mean, there's just so many things.
Yeah, women's surf league competition today, and there's another surf comp. Like, I don't know, like it's just
Yeah.
so much shit. Man.
It's good.
Cool.
It's good, but it's just so different. It's so strange.
Yeah.
And then there's all the stuff I could be doing at school, which I'm not doing. Like concerts and football games and clubs and, you know, speaking engagements and, you know.
Well, you'll be going to the football game, right? Aren't you on the cheer squad?
Oh, yeah, you know me. I'm so full of school spirit.
You're, what are they? What are you?
Aztecs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. That's good. I guess it'd be kind of like just having like a team that was just like the Mexicans or something, or the USA, the Americans.
I'm not gonna bore you with this, but I had to watch a half-hour presentation on why they kept that name for the school.
Oh, okay. Is there like a just a quick wrap? Can
It
you put a bow on
doesn't
that?
directly relate to any like indigenous cultures that exist today, and so they decided that it wasn't offensive.
Because they ate each other?
No, like they don't. I mean, the football mascot doesn't wear an offensive costume.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
You know, so
What does he wear?
I don't know.
I'm really curious now.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Aztec, but if it's just like a guy, like hanging out, like I'm a, you know.
I don't know. I guess he's a warrior, like an Aztec warrior or something. I don't know, but I haven't seen it, so I have no idea.
That could be real bad with like a spear and stuff. Did Aztecs use spears?
I don't know. I don't know anything about
like
the
we're treading
Aztecs.
in like very tenuous waters here.
All I know is that
I don't want to get canceled, you know.
Part of my orientation was like a lot. There was a lot of talking about that. So yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of. I am hoping that we'll go to like an art gallery opening at the school. That's probably like the best I can do as far as participating in things at school.
I'm down with that. Man.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I would say listen to this High Highs and Low Lows song off of the 2019 album by this artist, Lolo Zouai.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
I don't even know how you pronounce it, but fuck it, whatever. Who cares? I mean, it's got that SoCal vibe to me.
Yeah, we want you to kind of like experience the cool breeze for yourself through, you know, Spotify or whatever.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you know, whatever you so choose.
Is anybody using Tidal at this point? I mean, come on.
Is there anybody using Tidal? Anyone? Bueller?
No, that's over.
Bueller?
So, yeah, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was going to say, we like did a lot of, over the years, we've done a lot of saying things like, oh, when we move. Oh, when we move, we'll do this. Oh, when we move.
Oh, when we move, we'll get cats.
Oh, when we did that.
It will ruin our lives. It will make it so that I cannot use the screen door.
Yeah. The little babies, you know, we don't want them to get outside.
I will have kitty litter on my feet at all fucking times.
Well, how about all the vampire
And the
tooth
new couch
punctures
that
are
I bought
will
be shredded.
ripped to shreds? Yeah.
To shit. I mean, not fully, but like, it's pretty frustrating.
Let's just say that I didn't buy my dream couch Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God you had the sense to not buy your dream couch. God damn.
These cats are going to have to learn a couple of things before that happens, you know?
Oh, they got some explaining to do.
By the way, leash training is going to start this week, so
Yeah.
keep you posted on that.
Yeah.
But we saved a bunch of shows and things to, as sort of a treat, a reward,
Team babe.
like for this move.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, well,
Right.
we also saved, this episode for you.
Yeah.
In case you were just like, oh,
I don't know if I can get by.
yeah, we saved it. We saved it up.
Mm-hmm.
But, we went back and watched the Ricky Gervais show.
Yes.
Such a good show. I mean, there's nothing, I don't know. There's nothing you could compare it to. And if you haven't watched it, you're missing out on some real laughs.
It's impossible to explain to somebody
Yep.
and have them do it. Like, I've only had one person that I told to watch it, and they were like telling me about it. Like as if they didn't even fucking pay attention to me telling them to watch it. It's like so ridiculous. So if one of you who is listening or watching right now watches the Ricky Gervais show, I will consider my life's work to
Please tell
complete.
us.
Yeah, and just like tell us.
Like, leave a comment on this episode because we would be so excited to talk to somebody else about it and have a little debrief. I mean, the kids are watching it finally, but I mean, if you're a fan, like, let's talk because I would really like that.
The person I told about it.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? The person I told about the Ricky Gervais show told me about it, as I said, like as if I didn't know.
You'd
about
never
it.
heard
Like,
of it before?
Oh, you got to check out this show. It's like, oh, you mean that show I fucking told you about 3 or 4 years ago? And then they're like, yeah, we should do a podcast.
Oh.
That's like that show.
Oh.
And you're Carl.
That's so shitty.
So you're the round-headed buffoon.
Wow. I didn't catch that part of that story.
No, you did. You just forgot. So anyway, if you're watching or listening, fuck you, my man. I'm just joking.
Oh.
This person won't be watching for several years.
Yeah.
Or ever.
Too cruel. Too cruel. I think you're having the last laugh on that. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know if I've ever laughed as hard as I've laughed when I watched that show. Maybe since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I would have been watching that would have made me laugh that hard.
Probably, like, the only thing I would say would be, like, laughing with friends at something.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, or in some situation
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, really good friends. I'm sure you've had some of those. But
Laughing in class when you're supposed to be quiet.
That's a bad one.
That's
not like
the-
a good, satisfying laugh.
But it's so uncontrollable.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what this is like, you know?
Yeah. But we don't want to oversell it. I mean,
Okay,
this show
all right,
sucks.
fine.
Like, fucking watch
Fine.
it or don't. We
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
All right, whatever.
But it's great. And if you don't, you know.
I
hey.
mean, I'm not going to make any points on this, promotion, so whatever.
Yeah. Rick isn't like, hey, you guys didn't say the copyright,
Yeah.
in your
Oh, well.
podcast, so you don't get, like, your cut of the half of a person who watched some of this show or whatever. It's like, yeah, fuck you, Rick.
Too funny. He's too funny, that Rick. Can't compete.
Yeah, the Podfather.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, like, what, besides the Ricky Gervais show, what else should we be on the lookout for? You got anything on your list?
Well, we watched a bunch of movies because Charlie turned 16.
Oh, yeah.
So
that
we
was fun.
watched stuff that we've been waiting to watch with Charlie, like The Matrix, Terminator 2. What else?
Point Break, man.
Point Break. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And then, like, I guess at 16, then you can handle watching crass things
Most
with
things.
your parents or stuff
Yeah.
like that. Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
that's how it works.
So most people,
In
I
my
think,
world.
are like 10 or 11 or whatever, or earlier than that. They're like, here you go.
I know.
Watch whatever you want, you fucking idiot.
I'm weird about that. However, I will say I think I'm justified though because Morgan the other day said, Oh my gosh. I remember so vividly all these things that we watched, and it's like completely shaped my life and maybe into the person I am today.
What?
And I was like, oh, I'm so glad I was so careful about what we watched then.
You mean like,
You know? Because
so it's a good thing he wasn't shaped, or that she wasn't shaped by a RoboCop
exactly.
and
Yeah, exactly.
Rambo, First Blood, and Rambo.
You mean like you?
Rambo 2, First Blood Part 2.
Part 2. Yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling okay about my, my TV and film restrictions.
That's got to make you feel good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all worth it.
It's like, yeah, you just had to put up with, like, you just had to eat shit for 15 years or whatever.
At least.
Yeah, more than that.
Oh,
Maybe
more
15.
than that. Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah. You just have to trust your gut sometimes, right? Don't you do that?
Me?
Oh, yeah. Where you trust your gut? Or you're like, oh, I got a feeling.
I mean, I guess I do, but usually it's for fairly inconsequential things, like I played Codenames, and I was like, oh, yeah, no. My gut feeling is like, it's this one.
I love
It's
it.
this card or whatever.
I love it.
And then it's like, you got to confer with your other Codenames. Yeah, we played Codenames recently. So I remember this vividly. And yeah, I trusted my gut, and guess what?
Did you
Wrong.
win it? Oh, you were wrong when you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't let that like skew your opinion about that, because that's just not.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not the way it goes. That's a game. That's
if it's-
chance.
if it's the
Man.
If it's the choice between two things, like, flip a fucking coin, bro. Yeah.
You got to use logic and reason
I
and
use
science
it, but you could still. That's the thing.
and rationale and ratios.
Oh my goodness.
Just kidding.
Got some real science going on over here.
I mean, I am in college. I'm finishing my undergraduate degree.
Yeah.
So smart.
Yeah.
Have you noticed?
Yeah. Yeah. It is nice dating a college girl.
I know, right? They're
Again.
so hot right now. I'm almost the oldest college girl on the campus,
Nah.
Almost.
I'm sure there's some grandmas out there, although you could be a grandma.
Oh, don't even utter those words. Oh, slap you silly.
You'd be a gilf.
Dude, gross. That's gross. Dude, who says that? That's so disgusting. No.
It's only funny if your husband says it to you.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Your
grandma.
partner.
No, talk to me in 15 years. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have a different opinion. I mean,
No.
I'm just getting started, dude. I don't have time to be a fucking grandma.
If somebody tries to make me a grandpa, guess what, bro? I'm not going to do it. I'm moving to Encinitas, California. Oh, like, shit, I did it already.
You know what? I feel like even if that
They're going to
day,
track me down. I
like,
have to go
occurred.
to Mexico.
even if that day occurs when we're like 80 years old or something and we're like grandparents or whatever, I still feel like we're not going to accept it. We're going to be like, ew.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'll be pretty busy.
You will?
Yeah, man.
What are you going to be doing?
Surfing.
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
man.
That's true.
I'll be in the water.
That's
I'll be
true.
getting wet.
What do you think I'm going to be doing?
Getting wet.
I don't surf, man. It's too deep. Can't do it.
Oh, I know.
Can't do it. Too far out there.
Yeah. You'll be getting wet for me.
Oh my gosh, you're so shameful.
I know.
Shame,
Well,
shame. Know your name.
dude, no, everybody knows you're not going to do PCP.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Hey, so speaking of getting wet, have
Yeah.
you seen the Body Glove reissue of the original 80s bikini?
No.
Oh, you should look it up.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. Guess what? I've done a bunch of bathing suit shopping because I realized I bought a bathing suit that didn't fit me like 3 years ago. And it was just sort of like, because there was nothing else. And then I've been wearing it for the last 3 years. And I was like, okay, I've had enough of that. I like live by the beach. I can't have this whole ratty, like Target bathing suit that like it didn't fit me and I bought on clearance. Okay, I have to like step up my game.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not
Time to
because
spend some money.
that's not because like every girl on the beach has her buns out, because I mean they do, but like I'm not
every girl.
Well, okay, but you know, mostly. I mean, I can't compete with that, but I
the
gotta
style.
I gotta at least have a bathing suit that's like
Sure, you
fits
can.
my
You
butt.
just don't want to.
No, I bought new bathing suits.
Yeah. I know.
Finally.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, but I choose not to have my buns out. I mean, for now. You know, because I have to be a mom.
Well, it's because
Okay.
you want to have those tan lines. Right?
No, I want my ass to be completely white like a ghost at all times.
Ghost ass. That's what we call you.
So I realized in my bathing suit research, trying to get like my ideal swimsuit, that the zipper front bathing suit, especially if it's a two-piece, has no function whatsoever except just looking sexy. And that is the body glove bikini of the 80s.
Was it a bikini or a one piece?
Both.
Oh, okay. They did both versions.
They did both
Was that
versions.
Baywatch or something? Or what is
No. No. That's Speedo.
that? Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like
Let's get your brand
Coke and
straight.
Pepsi, you know?
I mean, if you swim.
Yeah.
Body Glove's all about surf and sports and like
Yeah, it's like a glove for your body, man.
like bodybuilding. That's their
like
deal.
O.J. Simpson, you know, with the glove and stuff like that.
No.
Those were body gloves, right?
No, it had nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's because your bathing suit fits you like a glove on your body. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, Charlie's got a body glove wetsuit, man.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got a body glove sun shirt, dude. Like, yeah, I'm getting into it.
But
Okay.
what is your wetsuit brand?
Oh, it's Roxy. I mean, I'm sponsored by Roxy now because I have a Roxy wetsuit and I have a Roxy rash guard.
Yeah.
I'm really living the high life, let me tell you.
Yeah, man, you're swimming in that lagoon.
With all that stinky, dirty water.
Raking in the coins.
Yeah, they sponsored me to swim in the lagoon and not get out, you know, like past where I can't touch. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's called sheltered swimming.
Very lucrative.
Super duper amazing. There's a whole channel devoted to it. People are like, oh, I can't wait to see that. Swimming in the lagoon again. It's mostly floating, but you know.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Well, that's all that matters, I think.
Oh, thank you. I
It's
agree.
good. Yeah, I enjoy it too. It's
Yeah.
great.
I mean, there's creatures in there, man.
Yeah, check them out. They're fucking fish and stuff.
They're fishing around
Yeah.
down there.
Fish around for them. Sometimes there's guys in, like wool coats.
What about the men in gray suits?
Oh, stay away from those fuckers. No love for those haters.
Yeah. I mean, you meet all kinds on the beach, man.
Yeah. It takes all kinds. It takes a village. It takes a Facebook marketplace. It takes a Craigslist. It takes an Amazon. It takes what it takes.
Oh.
But it really is a give and a take, you know, and that's one of the things I think we've learned this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is that it's sort of like you give and then you take.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you take in what you're giving and you're
Working
living
for a living. And it's like in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
Yeah.
I think.
If that's true, then guess what?
And
We're going to get so much love.
and my friend Ringo said that. Okay?
Well, he's my favorite Beatle, so you know it's true.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your octopus's garden.
Oh, I will. Next time at the bottom of the sea.
Well, if there's anyone that I would like to be in an octopus's garden with, babe, it's you.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Do you know why?
Why is that?
It's because I love you.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Because I love you too.